Hi guys, Robbie46 here, welcome yourselves back to Ride 2. Let's carry on with the 4-cylinder superbikes. We're going to do Sugo next, and I did say I was going to use a different bike for the last 3 races, and I bought myself the 2016 Kawasaki ZX-10R. So let's go do this race. We are at Sugo. This is the one with the chicane in it, so let's go do this. See what, oh fucking hell. See what this bike is like. That was a very violent AI off the line there. So I haven't, yeah, this is the first time I've used this bike, and let's see how it does, as we're kind of struggling at the moment. We're 7th place. Seems to rev really high. I'm changing gear way too early at the moment. Out the way. Right, so we're up to 4th place. Can we get any higher? I'm sure we can. This is a track that I pretty much know like the back of my hand now. So I used it as a test track in the first ride. This does rev really high. Feels really nice as well. It doesn't feel unstable or anything. It feels pretty planted. As we go really wide there, as we actually hit the AI. So we've lost another place, back down to 5th. The only thing is, a bit like the 2017 Gixxer, sorry. You can't change the exhaust on it, which is a bit of a pain. But, oh well. At least it's not as big as what it is on the Gixxer, which is like fucking massive silencer on the end. But this one isn't that big, but it would be nice again to be able to put a performance exhaust on it. Can we? No. Right, so we're still 5th at the moment. We're on lap 2. The AI have not made this easy for me, especially with that one off the line. It is just veered straight into me. The inside of this guy, 4th place. Can we get this guy into the chicane? We're going to have a go. Yes, we can. Right, so we're up to 3rd. Don't know where they were going. They're way off track then. We're on the back of them now. Now it's time to push this Kawasaki and see what we can do on it. At the way. Coming through. It sounds quite nice, this bike, as well. Even though it has got a stock exhaust on it. It's one of those bikes that when I was using the Suzuki or the BMW, you can hear it quite a lot over the other bikes. At the inside of this guy, we're into the lead. Right. That's definitely a V-twin behind me. A Ducati, I think. Oh. Yeah, it is a Ducati. Alright. In we go. One more. Oh, fucking hell. Well, I'm in complete wrong gear for a start. I was meant to be in 1st, but I was in 2nd. Right. Now we're going to do a flying lap on the Kawasaki and really push. See what we can do on it. And see how much of a lead we can get. Obviously I could have chose the 2015 or 2014 model, but I thought I'd go for the 2016 model, so it's bang up to date with the chicane. Pulling away from the AI. And after this we have got the Northwest 200 to do in the wet on this bike, so that's going to be quite interesting. And then the last race will be the drag race on the American highway. Oh, big wheelie. So it does definitely wheelie a little bit in lower gears when you're going flat out. That's better through there, a lot better through the chicane. Right. Coming up to the finish line. And done. There we go. So our first race on the Kawasaki. And it's a win. Oh, we've done a challenge as well. That's cool. Right. So that is that. Now it is time to do the Northwest 200 in the wet on the 2016 Kawasaki ZX-10R. This is going to be interesting. So let's go do it. Alright, so the AI have around here they seem to be pretty poor, and we all know that their spatial awareness is non-existent, and they have taken me out shitloads trying to do this race. So we're in 5th place at the moment. As we come around here up the inside of another one, one of them crashes on the curb and well, both of them crash and then straight into me. So unfortunately that was one crash. Okay, so next one, we're coming up to the real tight hairpin, so we're heavy on the brakes. A little bit wide, but someone else decides to push me really wide, and then we get collected by a bike, but luckily managed to stay on that time. So we're in 2nd, pulled a massive wheelie, and then as we go to brake to go into the roundabout, one goes flying past, and then as we turn left, we get hit by a flying Ducati. And then another time, we come out of the chicane, we go onto the very long straight. So the AI, they've been super aggressive. They just keep taking me out, and it's so frustrating. But yeah, they're just fucking idiots. They have no spatial awareness. They don't know you're there. So get into this tight hairpin, go to tip in. Oh, thank you. Just sideswiped by AI. Next one off the line. We're up to 5th. Go around here, and then one of them hits the curb and then goes straight into me and another AI, so we go down. And then another one. Again into this tight hairpin, into the first section. Get a little bit wide. Oh, no, he just takes me out, pushes me into the wall. And the final one. Again, coming up to the roundabout. In we go. We go around. Got hit in the back, but that's fine. And then the Suzuki just going along the floor takes us out. So, needless to say, it hasn't been an easy task trying to do this race, just because AI are fucking annoying, useless, and have no spatial awareness and just go straight into you. Or crash because they don't know where the track is, keep going over the fucking curb, and then their bike just takes you out. So we're going to just try and annihilate the AI this time. He's going wide, he's gone off the curb. Oh, what a surprise, he's crashed there. I think that AI aren't actually programmed properly on this track. They just always seem to be hitting that curb on the exit. I made sure I stayed really tight to the curb for that corner, because otherwise I'd get taken out again, because they seem to run really wide into there. So we've got a little bit of a gap, a little bit of breathing space as we get ready to go into the little roundabout. Oh, they're really close, but we got through there safe and sound. This bike is quite lively around this track. It's quite bumpy. There's bumps all over the place, especially this bit here. We have a little jump in a minute as well, but you can go over it flat out, which is good. So look at that gap. We've got a huge gap already. This corner. Oh! I was like literally teasing the curb then. Okay. So we're pretty much come flat out. Here's a jump. Went over there nice and easy. No panics. AI are nowhere in sight. And then we need to think about braking very soon. Now. Could probably get away with a tiny bit later. The AI are there, but we keep pulling away from them. We'll see what it is when we get to a split. Here comes a split as we go around this roundabout. Here we go. It's 4.5 seconds already, so we're already destroying the AI. It's just because they've been so fucking annoying. I just want to completely annihilate them at this track. I don't get why they haven't been programmed properly for this track. All the road racing tracks, they seem to struggle in the real slow corners and just end up going really, really wide through the chicane. So maybe it's something that Milestone can fix with a patch or something, and make it so that they're not fucking idiots and don't know where the track's going. For Ride 3, because obviously, hopefully, I think there will be a Ride 3, because Ride 2 has been a lot more successful and has been received a lot more positively than the first ride was. So I'm pretty damn confident that Milestone will make a Ride 3, whether it's next year or the year after. Obviously, the first ride, it was meant to be Milestone's first brand new ever IP, their own IP, and it went down like a lead balloon just because of all the technical bugs and glitches and all kinds of crap in it, the real bad frame rate on the Xbox One version. So it was okay, but it wasn't that great, and it wasn't received by people very well at all. They got quite a lot of stick for it, and rightly so. They should have delayed it a bit more. I mean, the whole release of the first game was a fucking absolute joke, just because we got from like complete different sources when it was actually gonna come out. Different sources were saying that it was delayed. Milestone said that it wasn't going to be delayed, and then like come to like a couple of days before release, and yeah, it has actually been delayed. So I think Milestone learned a lot from the release of the first ride. They've definitely upped their game for Ride 2, which is really good. It, like I said, has been received a lot more positively this time around. I don't think I've actually found that many bugs at all in this game. There are obviously the occasional one or two, but nothing that is like game breaking. And the frame rate is nowhere near as bad as what it was in the first ride. So they've definitely done a lot better with Ride 2. So that's why I think that they will make a Ride 3 at some point, just because they've definitely got it right this time. Online is still sketchy as hell, especially with collisions on. So that's definitely something that they need to improve for Ride 3. Of course, the bike sounds as well. They've definitely improved them over the first ride. Obviously, a lot of the bikes, they managed to actually record the actual exhaust note. Obviously, the only thing is they're not going to be able to do it for every exhaust for every bike. So I don't know whether they just use the stock exhaust or something like that. But I think that if they can do that for a lot more bikes in Ride 3, then the sound will keep on improving. Obviously, physics can be improved as well. Loads of tracks can be added to the game. I did do a top 5 tracks that I want to see in Ride 3 in a previous video. So if you haven't watched that, go check that out. And yeah, there's just so much they can do for Ride 3 that again can improve on the formula that they've got for Ride 2. Obviously, graphics. Oh fuck! I wasn't paying attention then and ran really wide. Oh, okay. We respawned pretty quick then. That's fine. Yeah, the graphics have been improved over the first ride. Obviously, like I said in the comparison video, the stuff that are actually in the distance is a hell of a lot more than what was in the first ride. There's so much more going on at the tracks and that. So again, they're just improving like step by step, and obviously you got the PS4 Pro, which is out, so they should be able to upgrade the graphics a bit more for that than the normal PS4 and the Xbox One. And depending when the Xbox Scorpio comes out, then they've got a lot more power to play with that as well. So I think eventually we will end up with a 4K ride game. Maybe not next year, maybe the year after. Same with MotoGP as well. That if they are going to do a 4K game, it probably won't be next year. It will more than likely be the year after. And yeah, if they still got the license by then, of course, hopefully they will, because they are definitely starting to improve on their products. They're definitely polishing them off a lot more and actually finishing them a lot more Of course, there was a few bugs, and Valentino Rossi the game as well. But overall, that was received a lot more positively than previous games. So they're on the right path, and with the power that they can use now and in the future with the next lot of consoles which are out or coming out, then they can make another jump again with the graphics and sound and stuff. So a lot to look forward to. We've still got another lap to go on the Northwest 200. The AI are not as far behind as I would like. We need to check that at the next split, which is probably going to be the start-finish line. So we'll wait for that and then see what our advantage actually is. And hopefully we can extend it even more. I'm probably going to say 6.5 seconds, 7 seconds, something like that. We'll see what it is. We're coming up to the final corner now. Here we go. And I want to do the next lap without making a fucking stupid mistake like I did in the last one when I wasn't really paying attention. Talking too much. Right. Okay, so it's 4.6 seconds, so it's nowhere near as big as I thought it was going to be actually. So we need to keep pushing, keep extending that gap. That almost went horribly wrong. That's going to go wide. That's fine. Come on. Let's keep going. Let's keep extending that gap. Into the roundabout. I think in the next ride they need to make going from side to side a bit sharper again. It is a bit more sharper than what it is on the first ride, but going from side to side is still quite sluggish, especially trying to go into the chicanes. You can't really flick it from one side to the other as easily as what they can in real life, which is a bit of an annoyance, but hopefully it's something that they can improve again in the next game. It will be interesting to see what games actually bring out next year, because I don't know if they're going to make another Sebastian Loeb rally. They could do with just concentrating on Ride and MotoGP, or even just knocking one of them on the head for next year. So maybe give Ride 3 a year's break, and just concentrate on the MotoGP game, and well, they're bound to do an MXGP as well. So maybe concentrate on them. Don't bring out a little spin-off for Ride 2 where it's like all Ducatis again. I think that they should definitely take a whole year and a bit more to do the next game. That way they can make sure it's super polished and that when it eventually comes out. Right. Got to get ready to brake for the chicane. I was actually surprised using the Superbike around here that this bike in the wet, the braking markers aren't that much dissimilar to what I was using for the Triumph, the Smith's Racing Triumph in Supersport. So braking markers for the Kawasaki in the wet are still pretty much the same as the Supersport, which is quite nice because I haven't had to really alter it too much. Maybe braking just like a tiny bit earlier than normal, but it's not as drastic as I thought it was going to be. I thought I was going to have to be braking like quite a bit earlier just to make sure they get the bike stopped, but it seems to stop really well, this bike. It's definitely one of the advantages of it. Got good brakes. Right, so split coming up. It's got to be over 4.5 seconds now. We're going 1.5 seconds quicker than the last lap. Can't even see. There they are. I was going to say, couldn't even see them on the map then. What's it going to say? 11 seconds. That has gone up fucking loads. Oh, curb. It's fine. But I'm not that quick around this little section just because in the past I have gone over those curbs and ended up crashing, especially right at the end of a race, which is really annoying. But we've just got the last few corners to go, and then we are done with the Northwest 200 in the wet on the 2016 Kawasaki ZX-10R. Penultimate corner, and the final corner. In we go. Out we come, and there is the finish line. Done. We definitely annihilated the AI then, even though we did make a mistake on the second lap at the end of the one of the straights. So what did we actually win by overall? 11.5 seconds. Boom. Done. Alright, so that is that. And that is the end of Season 10. So that means we get to do an invitational event. Let's go do number 7. We've got some decent bikes to choose from. We're going to use the Suzuki RGV 250R, the bike that started it all for me. Started my love for bikes. So let's use it again. We've used it in the previous video for a previous category. We're at Almira. Let's go do this on the Suzuki. Compared to the others, it seems to be getting off the line really well. In fact, we're going into the lead already. Oh, no we're not. Rodriguez is Rodriguez. Can't even say his name properly. But we're back in the lead anyway. We've gone a bit wide. Is he going to come underneath? Trouble is, I've got to get used to the gearing on this bike because it's got quite short gears, and I will probably find myself in too low a gear. Oh, thank you. Yeah, put it into second there by accident. I hope I got hit in the rear there. It's a bit weird with me and my Kawasaki levers on the Suzuki. I have upgraded it a bit more actually. I've put the better exhausts on it and just finished upgrading it. So it is fully upgraded now. Our little Suzuki RGV 250R. And it is absolutely creaming the opposition. Good thing is we can brake really late for these corners. Final corner, and that is lap 1 done. Alright. So, 2 more laps to go. We've got a pretty decent lead already, 1.3 seconds. It's all going well at the moment. So for those of you who may be a bit new to the channel, you may have noticed something wasn't really looking that right, and that is finished Season 10. And I'm only on Invitational number 7. That's because earlier on when I started the game, I was kind of trying to save my credits for better bikes. So I kind of basically skipped Invitational events. I was just doing ones that I've previously already done, just so that I didn't have to buy another bike to do just an Invitational event. Because annoyingly, when you get an Invitational event, you can't say, no, I just want to carry on with what I'm doing. You got to do one, so I was just doing ones that I've already done. That way, like I say, I didn't have to buy a bike just to do the Invitational event. So that's why, even though I've finished Season 10 now, we're on Invitational 7. So that's why those numbers don't match up. We've got a decent lead on the beautiful Suzuki. Alright, So, we've got one more lap to go on this beast. Right, what is the gap? 3.3. Sweet, it's going well. It's going the way I wanted. Just starting to get used to the gearing now. First lap was a bit of a mess, just because I kept going in too lower of a gear, which meant that I was slowing down a bit too much. But pretty much got the hang of it now. So guys, there are actually still a couple of places left for the league, so if people are still interested, Xbox One only, guys. I know people keep asking if it's on PC or PS4. It's Xbox One only. That's the console that I use. So yeah, there are 2 spaces left only for Super Bikes and 3 spaces left for Super Sports. So we've got 5 spaces left altogether. But if you're still thinking about it, get in touch real soon, because they will go pretty damn quick. Oh god, gone into the gravel. Fuck that one up. Never mind. We had a big enough gap anyway. Well, there we go. That's that race done. Right, we've got one more race to go. And that is the drag race on the American Highway. So that's what we're going to do after this, and then we'll call it a day for this video because it's pretty long already. Right, final one, American Highway on the Kwakazaki. Let's go do this. That sounds like another Kawasaki. Yes, oh my god, exactly the same bike. Well, this is going to be an interesting one. The AI's got a slight better start somehow. Oh. I think he's shifting a bit too early. Shifts are dragging him backwards. Oh, it's going to be really, really close one. We're in 6th gear. He's just starting to gain a little bit. Oh, come on. Don't you dare nick it at the line. That is going to be so close. I think we just took it. That was going to be a very close one. We won't see our results until we've done the actual whole thing. What are we against now? Oh, Promoter. Fucking hell, that thing gets off the line well. Reeling him in a little bit. No, he's pulling away. That bike is fucking quick. Right, well, we're not gonna catch him. Fucking hell, that I didn't realise that motor was that quick. Wow, he annihilated me. Wow, there we go. Let's see how close that first race was, though. We got bronze, we got 3rd. That'll do. Can't really be bothered to mess around with it. Oh, like 300ths of a second. And we move up to 20th. We're inside the top 20 now. Not far to go before number 1. Anyway, guys, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave this video a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel for more content. I shall see you guys in the next video. See you.